Alexandra.
My name is Peter.
This is Luigi. I just want to entreat you to keep watching DJ Live.
The DJ Live Show.
Keep watching DJ Live Show.
Every Thursday at 1.
Every Thursday at 1 p.m.
Keep it locked on DJ Live. Keep it locked right here. God bless you.
God bless.
God bless you.
Hello guys, welcome to another week. DJ Live Day, interactive, educative show. And you know, hey, it's one of the best shows right now. And am I bragging? Anyway, so welcome to this episode, DJ Live, and I know you're going to have a great time. This episode is proudly sponsored and directed by Divine Media HD and Saladita. So we're going to be right back after this break. Okay, so welcome back to your favorite Thursday show, the DJ Live Show. And today I have an August guest. He flew in from America, and I'm so honored. And I always say that I tell my colleagues that this guy is loaded from the musicianship, every part of it, every angle, from the singers, from the music director's point of view, from the producer's point of view. Any facet of the music industry he fits in, and I'm so honored because he's heavy and he's anointed as well. And we are going to dive deep into his life, find out all the things that came together to get him to this level. And hey, I know you're going to learn a lot. So today in the studios, I am privileged and honored to be with my brother and friend, Junior Boateng. Welcome.
Oh, Charlie. Thank you.
So welcome to the DJ Live Show.
Thank you for having me here.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, so let's go straight into business. Who is Junior Boateng?
Junior Boateng is a child of God. I was born in the Netherlands.
Oh, wow.
I'm the youngest and the most handsome of three boys.
Arguably.
Oh, no arguments.
No argument.
But I'm the youngest of three boys. My dad is Pastor Kweku Boateng, and my mom is Cecilia Boateng.
Okay.
And I'm a producer at New Gen Studios. New Gen comprises of 4 different departments, but we have 4 core, leaders, which are myself, my older brother Justice, my other brother Sam, and his younger brother Emmanuel. So, for the most part, that's me.
Okay, so normally I always want to find out where the music thing came from, but you didn't mention of your parents being ministers. So I guess that's where you got it from, or you have another story.
So, okay, so basically, growing up, my dad actually had a studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had a studio in Holland, and he would allow us to walk in there sometimes. My brother and I would go in there. We didn't know how to play at that time, but we'd pick up guitar, play, rip a string, put it back, and I think just being around, a lot of just being around that, it really helped us really kind of just hone that passion that we have for music. So a lot of it stemmed from my dad, and even being in church as well. Having to being a pastor's son, there's times where we don't have musicians, so we're forced to, somewhat forced to, to learn some of these instruments and You know,
So
I
you mean
think,
you had a music teacher?
or
everything was just like...
So my first music teacher was my
Okay.
dad.
Okay.
My dad.
Which
my
instruments
dad,
did he play?
So he played keyboard.
Okay.
He plays a little bit of bass, a little bit of guitar.
Okay.
But he was the first person to really teach me. He taught me C, how to play in C, or 1-4-5. And I think from there, you know, a lot of it was has just been kind of just experimenting and trying to pick up things on my own, stuff like that. So a lot of it, like I said, stemmed really from my dad.
Okay.
You know.
Now let's swerve a little bit. Let's talk about personality. Growing up, what kind of guy were you?
Me, I'm a very shy person.
You are.
I'm a shy person. I'm shy.
Okay.
Shy, very quiet, reserved. But at the same time, when I get comfortable, you know, it's a different story. But growing up, you know, I was the smart, you know, scholar. You know, like first in my classes. I think there were many times where, you know, I'd get like awards. I was very good in math, stuff like that.
Oh, you.
Oh yeah, I was very good in math, so I'd get awards and stuff like that. I was being picked to represent the schools, you know, that I was in. So you know, like I think I was very reserved, like I said, but also, you know, very much a scholar.
Okay, so Netherlands. How was life growing up?
Speak Dutch, but whenever we came home, it was a custom for us to actually speak Tree.
Okay.
So because their mindset was no matter what, you'll learn whatever language that, you know, they speak in the country. So our thing was when we get home, yeah, Tree.
Okay.
So, you know, so people hear me sometimes and say, well, I thought you know, at least, you know, we're born here and stuff, but because, you know, they brought that culture home for us, we knew a lot of, you know, things about Ghana.
Okay.
And you know, I think so. I was there till like the age of 9, and one day, my parents tell us, we're going to Ghana.
Oh.
So,
Wow.
and so interestingly enough, I think that weekend there was like a conference going on at the church, and I was very much into that kind of stuff. So, we had like youth come from, you know, a different city. So some of them were staying at the house. And you know, so like it was really nice. So I didn't want to leave because we were leaving the next day. So I remember like I was begging my parents, like, please just let me stay one day, and after the program, you know, we'll go. I was even crying on the way to the airport.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember this. And so that's how we ended up coming to Ghana, and we came here. I think we were here for like 2.5 years. Yeah.
Okay, so in that era, did you do anything music?
In that era, I think I just kind of just picked up drums a little bit. That was,
Okay.
you know, I mean, at the church, because
Okay.
we have churches here.
Okay.
So you know, I kind of picked up drums, you know. But at the time too, you know, I think at the time I was like 9 or something like that. So we went to Achimota, like primary school. We did like we did the whole boarding house thing. It was a nice nice experience.
You remember doing anything music in school?
I remember being hungry in school.
Hungry?
I mean, when you have all your provisions and stuff and it runs out, you know, you're hungry. I remember those days.
I know.
We had.
Okay, so when did you leave to America?
So after that like 2.5 year stay, we went back to the Netherlands for like 6 months, and then went to the U.S. Even being in the U.S., I think we were there a month before 9/11, September 11th. So we got there the next month. September 11th happened. Charlie, I remember that day like it was yesterday. We were in middle school. I was in middle school at the time. No, I was in elementary school, primary. And in our class we had TVs actually. So
you were watching live.
Charlie.
Wow.
And I think at the time I didn't even know like the geography, so I wasn't sure how far away it was from me. Man, I was sitting there scared. I was scared out of my mind.
Wow.
So I was there thinking like, why am I even in this country? But I mean, everything worked out, you know.
Okay. Okay. So now let's talk about music in America. Did you ever think you were going to pick up music full time, like do music? Like, did it ever cross your mind then, at that age?
So then, I'd say kind of yes and no.
Okay.
Okay, so let me explain yes first. Yes,
Okay.
because I was very passionate about it. Like
Okay.
there would be days where so our house we had a basement. I'll be in the basement. I had like my setup, experimenting, all this kind of stuff, and I'll be in there for hours. Sometimes my mom will come down, Kwame, or something like that. So I'll be in there for hours. So I knew I was very passionate about just music in general. But at the same time, no, because I was also very much into, school and,
Okay.
so I figured I'll probably do something business related, management related.
Was there any pressure on you to do school stuff?
I mean, being from a Ghanaian,
I know.
a Ghanaian family, there's always pressure. Like, trust me.
Where's it where?
No, because so the thing is like, especially with our parents, like a lot of times, they leave Ghana to come abroad
Okay.
to create better opportunities for us, as their children. So them positioning you in a place for you to succeed. Obviously, the one thing they want to hear is, okay, I want to become a doctor, I want to become a lawyer, I want to become, just something that will be very profitable and something that will kind of just put at least finances to rest and kind of just have you stable. So, hearing music is not always, the music to their ears, So, yeah, that pressure was definitely there.
I know. So now, personality, you've been very shy, reserved, everything, and music, being an act, and you, of course, going to be in front of people, and where did you finally put everything together?
So with me,
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting.
Okay.
Even though, like I said, even though I'm kind of shy, reserved, when it gets once I'm comfortable, it's a whole different story. And then especially when it comes to music, I think a lot of that stuff just goes out the window. When it gets there, all right, let's do this, because I'm most comfortable, when it comes in that
Okay.
setting. So I think at least I haven't really had that kind of struggle
Okay.
when it comes to that whole side of things.
Okay, so there's this Junior Boateng who could play the keyboards, could sing as well. Where did the production come in?
So production.
Yeah.
I think around the same time. Those times it was like FL Studio, Fruity Loops.
Oh, you were Fruity Loops.
I was all in there.
Okay.
All the way in there. But so I think being in middle school at the time.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm someone who's very interested in like how things work and like
Okay.
trying to figure out like how. So I'm always asking questions and then trying to find answers to those questions. So no, I was very much interested in how to put music together. Why this? Why that? I'll take a song and kind of break it down. Okay, this is in there. This is in there. This is in there. And so that coupled with my interest in technology and stuff like that, I kind of lean towards that. So my oldest brother, I saw him actually one day. This was, I think even before this was like in the Netherlands because he also does like music stuff. My whole family is musical, except for my mom.
Don't say it again. I'm sure she sounds good in the bathroom.
Listen, there's actually an ongoing argument in my house of who sounds better, my mom or my dad.
Don't extend it to the show.
So please don't.
I
Mom,
know.
I love you. But so like I say, so those my oldest brother was also into that, and I saw him. I think yeah, he was using FL Studio at the time. I
Okay.
saw him like it would be like late nights. He'll be making like beats and stuff like that, and then he'll sell them, to some of the guys in Holland and stuff like that. And I saw him do that kind of stuff, and again, like all that stuff kind of just sparked that interest. So from dad, my brothers, even a lot of my family is in the industry as well.
Okay.
Because while I was in Ghana, while we were at Chimota, we're also staying at Reverend Usonsa
Oh, okay.
at their house.
Oh, okay. So
so
everything around you.
So
is-
you're there, you have Auntie Monica, You have Sister Susie, Sister Mats, like
Wow.
these kind of influences around you 24/7. So I think it was just kind of just inevitable that I wanted to really dive into.
Okay. Do you remember your first major production?
Oh, actually, no. So okay. I'll say this.
Okay.
There was one day. I think like me and the guys. So me and my brother, and like the other guys. Like we were bored. And again, this is like the time where we were getting into production, all that kind of stuff. And we did kind of like a cover. What was it? He loves us. Oh, he loves us. But we did it in Tree, and then we did some other stuff. So we did like that whole arrangement, all that stuff, and then one of our friends he actually came to the studio to listen. So then we just threw him on there too. So we did that. We did the song, and then we ended up doing. I think we were also getting into like videos and stuff like that at the time too.
Okay.
So then we ended up shooting the video for it. So we got some of our friends as well, from around, and we all did that video. So like that was like the first kind of like major thing that we did. And interesting enough, so I always kind of tell the story. So with that production, we did it out of boredom. Like it was for fun, and also experimenting and stuff like that. But after we did it and we put it on YouTube, I think randomly one day, we got like a message from this young lady, and she was thanking us, saying, "Okay, we really enjoyed what you guys did and all that stuff." And then she was telling us a story about how she was suicidal, and listening to the music helped her really get through like her situation. And I think that day changed my perspective.
Wow.
Like completely changed my perspective, because I realized that even in the things that we deem to be for fun or kind of just messing around, like God can still take that and get some kind of glory out of it. So from like I said, from that day it really changed my perspective on even with the little things that we get. Sometimes people have music that God has given them and they've been sitting on it for years.
Okay.
Meanwhile, someone is depending on that song, to get through their situation, to get through their breakthrough, and so like I said, that production, that first production, it completely changed my perspective.
Okay, so before we come into major productions you've done, do you remember any production you did that probably the person was like, nah, actually, or you yourself were not too enthused about? Do you remember?
Why you have to ask this question?
No, of course, everyone starts from somewhere.
No, I mean, like there's been a lot of things. Sometimes even your own stuff, you'll do something and you feel like.
Do you remember that production?
I have one production, man, but I can't talk about it.
I know.
If I talk about it,
I know. So the person came, or you felt it wasn't okay.
So the thing is, okay. So it became. Gonna give you trouble.
You know why I'm doing this? Because at your level now, people look up to you, and most of the times people just think, hey, it just happened overnight, and you get it. Yeah, so when you share these experiences, you people appreciate the fact that you fall, you rise, and at the end of the day, you make things happen.
I mean, okay, so one thing I'll say is, like, right off the bat, nothing, most things don't come overnight. Mm-hmm. Like, you really have to put in work. Like, everyone wants to be Corey Henry, but then no one wants to put in, like, that work to get to where Corey is. Yet, the guy has spent hours practicing his craft. Like Calvin Rogers, guys spent countless hours doing all these things. And I've done productions where after hearing everything, I'm like, I really wish we did this differently. And I mean, even till today, like I still do things, and I thought, okay, we probably could have done this differently. And I think as individuals, not even just musicians, you have to be open to learning, and you have to be open to being criticized. Sometimes, if you think like you've gone to the place where no one can tell you anything, then that becomes like the end for you. But if you kind of take things into consideration and you realize, okay, there's always room for improvement, then at least you remain a constant student, which means you actually make room for you to grow. continuously. So, trust me, man, these productions there,
Okay,
there's been a lot.
what as a producer, what genres were you very comfortable in?
In terms of what production,
Yeah, the sound of the production.
me, okay, so me, I'm a
Or
song,
you
I'm a song
targeted
guy.
everything.
I'm a
like-
song guy.
Okay.
So meaning like I like to just listen to everything and anything that's good.
Okay.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'll listen to classical music.
Okay.
I'll listen to orchestration.
Okay.
That's evident.
Okay.
I'll listen to like rock stuff. I'll just like anything. If it sounds good, I mean I'll lend my ear to it because like I said, you can learn so much just by being quiet and listening. Sometimes even us young people, sometimes that's one of our problems. You get in a room with someone who has this well of knowledge, and instead of us to just kind of just kind of just remain, quiet and kind of just listen to what they have to offer, we tend to speak, and then we speak too much.
Okay.
The thing is, two people can't be speaking at the same time.
Okay.
Like one has to speak while the other listens.
Okay.
So the more you speak, that means the less opportunity you get for that well of knowledge to speak. So like I said, that's sometimes one of our problems where we forget that sometimes you just have to just fall back and just listen. And again, that pertains to music as well. Listen to different genres. Listen to how someone else approaches production, approaches singing, approaches playing. And you can take that perspective and create something new out of it. Like there's this like story of like two people who wanted to build like a house. This one guy, he built his house out of like wood and straw and all that kind of stuff. So the other guy, the other guy came to see the other guy, the first one's house, and it was cool, it was nice, like it worked. On his way back, he actually hit his leg on like a piece of concrete.
Okay.
It pained him.
I know.
But he realized, okay, if I make a house out of this kind of material, it'll probably be much sturdier than the first guy's thing. So yeah, both of them wanted to build a house, but he took the experience of the first person, and using things that happened to him, created a bigger and better plan. So that's how sometimes it has to be. Like you have to take some of the things that have come before you, some of the people, the perceptions, the productions, the experiences of others, and take that and just build on top of that.
Okay. Junior Boateng,
Yes,
what
sir.
is a whack production?
A whack production
Yeah.
is a production that is whack. What is a whack production?
I like that. Production.
I mean, so okay. I mean, it's a very vague.
Okay.
It's a very
I'm
vague
sure
question,
you listen to other people as well, and
I mean,
you try to balance up. Hey, it was me. I would have done this. I would have done. Hey, was this necessary? So in that sphere.
Okay. Well, the thing is that okay. I think that thing is kind of subjective. Like,
Okay.
I can think.
No, I'm saying to you. Yeah.
My brother. Okay. Honestly, it depends. It really depends.
Okay.
I think you can kind of judge every single production to the same exact rubric because it
Okay.
doesn't always work that way. But I'll say some of the things that I listen to is lyrical content,
Okay.
melodies,
Okay.
the structure of the music itself, chordal contents like harmonies, stuff like that. Both the music and even the singers, because background vocals make a huge difference in the production, like a huge difference. So like all that kind of stuff. The small like changes in music, the small maybe like the syncopations, all that stuff, and I kind of just look at everything as a whole.
Okay.
Take a band setting for instance. Let's say we're all playing a simple song, and the groove is heavy. Everyone is just playing their role. Everyone is just doing what they're supposed to be doing, and you feel the music. Great.
Okay.
Now on the flip side, we're doing the same song. The drummer is chop 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 chop. Like everyone is kind of just doing their own thing, and it becomes more individualistic.
Okay.
You realize it takes away from the whole production in itself. So in essence, I think I'd rather I feel the production than
Okay.
hear it.
Okay. Okay.
Meaning I'd rather like some emotions are being conveyed through what I'm hearing, as opposed to, okay, I'm a musician, so I hear this chop, I hear this line, this feel. Like, I'd rather feel, the production.
Okay.
Now,
So what do you think about production in Ghana? The sound, music in Ghana, in general. What do you think? Yeah.
okay, I'd say, and again, this is my opinion.
Okay.
Opinion.
Oh, yeah.
All of us have opinions.
Yeah.
But I'd say one thing. So, okay. Actually, let me say this first. Over the years, Ghana has improved like tremendously. Like there are a lot of things that are happening now that weren't happening years ago.
Okay.
Like a lot, and you definitely have to give credit to that. However, I think one of the problems with and I don't think it's even as Ghanaians,
Okay.
just people in general. But let's stick to Ghanaians.
Okay.
One of our problems is when we find one formula that works, everyone
Everyone
wants to use
else?
the same.
Okay.
And well, it's true. Like when we find we're doing like a ballad, that same drum, doom doom doom.
We played to the Toms cry out.
Like no one wants to change the pattern. No one wants to, and like it's cool, but then everything just becomes redundant. Everything is.
So you think we are not adventurous musically?
I think adventurous, yes, also, but I just think we're not being true to ourselves
Okay.
in a way where God created us all as individuals, and we all have like our own touch when it comes to creativity. So instead of us exploring, that creative side of ourselves, we kind of just say, okay, all right, this is what works on radio. Okay, this is what works in the industry. However, I mean, when you think about it, at some point in time, some of these things that have become status quo, they weren't working. Like those weren't the things that were, deemed as the standard. But someone had to be, bold enough to try it. I think that's one of the things. I think that's one of the things that like we're kind of lacking when it comes to our music. I can't to kind of just shy away from that.
Okay.
Because even think about it, being a musician, like you want to create like these strange arrange type productions, crazy punches, but then and that's the thing. That's what separates an instrumentalist from a musician or a musician from a producer.
Okay.
As opposed to kind of zooming into one instrument. You have to take into consideration the whole production, the whole sound as one.
Okay.
Like in the previous example that I gave, if every instrument is playing their role, then you paint a better picture. And with that, again, the consumer, the listener is able to feel what's being put out there, as opposed to hearing individuals. Like the same way when you have singers, you have the various parts. You want that blend. You want the different parts to really just sing, as one. Even singing true unison is difficult. It's very difficult. For different singers with different tonal textures to come together and actually sing and make them sound like one voice. This is very difficult. Arguably, it might be even more difficult than singing harmony. Arguably. You know,
I believe that.
you know, so and it's that same kind of I think mindset, like, you know, getting a band to sound like one. That's really what I listen to. Getting the production to sound like one. You know, even you know, band versus vocals. Like, is the music actually supporting the vocals? Like, is everything gelling together? Are we doing the same chords here? All that kind of stuff, dynamics. It's not always about punch, run, lick. Sometimes too, you have to bring the music down, and then you have to also build the music up. So all these different things. You know.
I know you wouldn't want to brag, but I can confidently tell my viewers that you worked on so many projects, from Blessing Ali to, and hey, there's this song that came up, and your yams changed. You see that orchestra thing that happened in front? Yeah, that's the culprit. you yeah, that's the culprit. I think you're very amazing. You work on Jumetu songs as well, right?
You hear them?
Oh, yes, I've happened to hear some of them, and I think they are great. How do you feel?
Listen.
How do you feel working with all these great ministers and minstrels?
I mean, first of all, I count the privilege. I think the biggest artist that I work for is God.
Ooh,
You know,
okay.
and I think just being able to actually use something He's given me, you know, to serve Him, that alone is like a huge honor. Not everyone has the opportunity to do it, and even to do it, you know, on this level. I haven't gone anywhere yet, trust me, but I'm still appreciative of where I am, you know. So just being able to do it for God alone is you know, like a big enough reward. And then, you know, getting to work with, you know, artists such as Joe, you know, Luigi, and, you know, some of these other people. It's also really amazing.
All right.
Hashtag amazing God.
Amazing God. All right, so guys, we've been speaking to Junior Boateng, and you know what happens in the next segment. We're going to read all your messages or your comments, so keep them coming. Tell a friend that DJ Live is on, and yeah, the genius, Junior Boateng. Don't go
Pressure.
anywhere. We'll be right back.
Who can be like our Lord, the might and strength, the King of Kings, with endless love and flowing grace? He is the Lord above all things, God alone. God alone, God alone, God alone. Your name we bring with to the war, and we wave it high for all to know that our trust is in that name. There's no one greater than our King. He's God alone, God alone.
Hello, welcome back to the DJ Live Show, your best Thursday educative, interactive artist profiling show. And my name is Jay Lubes. I always forget to mention my name, of course. And this show is proudly sponsored and produced by Divine Media. Divine Media HD. Anyway, so if you haven't liked their page on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, just get there right now. Divine Media. Hey, what's wrong with my media today? Divine Media HD, and they put up great, extraordinary jobs that can blow your mind, media-wise, live streaming, video coverages. So just get to them and they'll blow your mind. So we are still here with Junior Boateng, and this segment I get to read your questions. So any question you want to ask now or forever keep your peace. Yes. So I'm gonna go until your phone is locked, but I'll so send your questions while we get into what's Tio's code? Okay, so yes. So sorry guys. All right, so I get to read your questions. Okay, so David Abose says, awesome, I'm motivated. Jeff Nyakun says, our brother is doing it big.
Hey,
Keep
Jeff,
it up,
Jeff.
Junior Boateng. And Kweku Boateng says, lyric-wise, creativity is limited in Ghana music. Wow. Okay, so Kweku Boateng says, Junior Boateng is the finest musician, keyboardist of our time.
Wow.
Wow, how do you feel when you hear things like this?
Which Kweku? Is that my dad?
That's your dad. Hi, Daddy. That's your dad, right?
Is that my? Listen, that's my dad.
Oh, man.
Reverend Kweku Boateng.
Wow, Rev.
Wow,
You're
that
privileged
means,
and honored. You watching
a
the
lot.
show.
That means a lot to me.
Wow.
That's
and thank you,
truly-
Daddy, for getting you to this level as well. Oba Ekia Decency. Wow, nice name. Says, I love you, bro. Keep up the good work.
Love you too, sis.
100% behind you. Pearl Boachi Yadom says, being able to be more open-minded in music and all aspects of life. Clement Afre says, I'm finally on. Hey, Junior.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Nana of Fabia answer says, praise God. Benjamin Edu James says, as long as I'm reading, I'll always worship you. It's my worship.
Amen,
Okay. Bra Classical says, loving this. Princess Osborne, hey, Princess, says, all my worship. Humphrey says, love that. Kobna says, 30th of June will certainly be awesome. Jesus will be glorified. Yes, it would. Come on, what Junior Boateng do his thing.
Come on, God do his thing.
Of course, God in Junior Boateng. David Abose says, awesome rebirth, my worship. Benjamin Edu James says, your biggest artist is God. That sounds humbling. The opportunity to serve God with your gifts must not be taken for granted.
Right,
God bless you. Enjoying this interview.
God bless
you,
you too,
Benjamin, too. Clement Afre says, sound like one. Yes. Our unisons are always funny. Clement Afre says, hi, bro, G-Loops. Hi, Clement Afre. Kakraba says, I like this. I like it. Kakraba, we like it too.
We like it.
We like it. So, AC Dark. The viewer.
That's my guy.
AC Dark
I
says,
know he's about to kill me.
glad I got the opportunity to share a room with you, Prophet. The production lectures all through the night was great, bro. Much love. Oh, you got to share a room with AC Dark.
Of course.
Oh, wow.
Love that guy. Love that guy.
Wow.
That guy is a very funny guy.
Wisdom Bansa says, I like the part he said his biggest artist is God. That's awesome for me. I think he's really deep and very humble. If I may say, bless you guys. God bless you, Wisdom.
God bless you too, sir.
Sandra Efe Boache says, keep up the good work, Junior Boateng. God is surely rewarding you.
Oh, amen.
Mauto Tete from Togo. You always listen. God bless you. Says, bless you guys out there. God bless you, Mauto.
God bless you, bro.
Bachman Amu says, the only true way, the one way thing is very true. It means that, yeah. So,
Yeah.
Dignity said, thanks. Okay, let me go down. Go down. Your dad again, Rev. Rev says, wow, I'm moved, son. Playing for God is the biggest. Wow. Oba Ikia says, Decency says, that's my brother. Yeah, that is your dad. Wow.
Listen,
Saying,
no,
well,
let me say one thing.
Yeah.
My dad is the smartest man I know. Yeah.
wow.
He's the smartest man. Listen, like a lot of things that I've learned, I really learned from my dad. Even before I came here. So one of the things that he's made it a custom to do is for us to have family meetings.
Wow.
And before I came here, we sat down. And he listen. So the interview, the meeting we had. I learned a lot, but it put things in perspective. So like he made sure he asked me all these different questions, and kind of just make sure I have my life in on the right path. So thank you so much, Dad. Like I appreciate every single thing that you've done.
Reverend Kweku Boateng, God bless you. I know you're a
Yes,
proud
sir.
daddy right now. Nana Abna Chati says, Ish, tone down on the English. I'm on to slang, bro. Oh, I should tone mine too down. Yeah, because. And so Kwejo Ej says, well said. Desmond Ray says that's true, that one. Nana Abna Chati says is he married? Wow. Wow. I don't know where this question is coming. Oh, but I'll still have to ask. Are you married?
It's a simple question. No.
No. Do you intend getting married in
Of course, someday.
someday? Okay. Are you dating?
I'm dating my keyboards. I have about seven girlfriends. One motif, two motifs actually.
So Chatty, you just heard he's dating his keyboard, so no space right now. So Nyamiye says, okay. Irama Edu Apia says, Jelus, when are you bringing him? I don't understand. Favor says, man of God, loaded indeed. Malta says 30th June is going to be hot. Yes, it's going to be hot, but the wind of revival will blow. Nyamiye says about time again. Manasseh, Selassie says, J-Loops, I see you too. Wisdom says, I like it. AC Dark says he's not married, very single. AC Dark, who asked you this question? Who asked you? VP Christopher says 1-man orchestra. Yes, and before I continue, the next segment, he's gonna do everything. He's gonna take us through sequencing, the loops, the orchestrations, everything. So you don't have to miss. Tell your keyboarders, get here, let's make things happen. And Bill Key says, Junior, new gen. I'll ask about the new gen before we get to the next segment, though.
Sure.
Godwin says, absolutely. VP Christopher says, bomb. Or Obed Ansu says, preach. VP says, the smart kid. Wow, you got wow. You got a whole lot of. Abrefi Akrofi says, is smiling at you. I don't know if you want to smile back. Okay, so whilst the messages load, what is new gen?
So new gen is actually, I'm sure you can see the shirt, but new gen actually stands for new generation.
Okay.
We actually stole that name from my dad. but basically, like I said, it consists of 4 major departments. One is the production side, like music production, live sound, photography / videography, and lighting. Basically, I do that with my brothers. So my older brother Justice, he spearheads the live sound. Emmanuel, who spearheads the photography, videography, and then Sam, who also does the lighting. So it's a multimedia company.
Okay, are you guys very expensive?
Again, expenses are also subjective.
I will.
So
No, I know the fear of someone in Ghana wanting to send you a production, like, hey, oh America, hey, dollars, yeah,
It's okay. But see, the thing is, you have to make, you have to take a prophetic action.
Mm,
If you want to spend dollars, you have to spend dollars. You get me?
I get it.
So sometimes, even if you feel like you're not there yet, take a step of faith. But I'll say this though, I'm a very reasonable person. We are. I've done things for people for free.
including me. Yeah.
When I do something for you.
Shamed.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. Nah, it's like seriously, like I've done a lot of things. And see, and then so this one thing too. I want a lot of not even just musicians, just people in general, to take in consideration. Sometimes it's not always about money.
Mm. Okay.
Like it really is not. Money is really not always about money.
Okay.
There are some opportunities that you'll get, that will come, in like the most least expected ways. I take myself as an example. Like I've done a lot of things, that came out of the sacrifice that I sacrificed at home. As a musician, there's always this thing about being paid and all that kind of stuff. And I've been in my home church my whole life, practically, and I don't get paid there. But I understand that that's where I eat spiritually. So my service, it's a part of how I serve my God. So over there I don't get paid or anything like that, and it doesn't bother me. Like it's not even a thought. But in all the things that I've sacrificed to remain there and to do all these, the service that I do at the church, God has opened like so many different doors, for me. And if I had chased, money, don't get me wrong, money is important. I did business in college, so I understand. Money is important, but because I sometimes, not even sometimes, most of the times I look at the bigger picture. God opened so many doors. Even, the way I came to meet, Joe, to work with him and all that stuff. A lot of stuff is just been, the grace of God, and as a result of kind of just looking at the service part of things and how you can support someone as opposed to just always money, checks, dollars. So yeah.
All right, so we're gonna because he has a lot to offer. So we are gonna dive straight into the next segment where he's gonna take us through all the technicalities. On this show we just don't talk, we do the thing as well. So he's gonna take us through the sequencing, the loops, everything. So keep your questions. I have intentionally held up some of the questions because after. I know so many questions are going to come after, so we are going to be right back. Tell a friend, this is a point where we go practical. All right, so see you soon.
Nobody else but you alone. And so as a church we lay our crown, we lay them at your feet, we say rule and reign forever. Lord, we give our crown to you. Oh, you reign alone. the Lord God. God alone. God alone. God alone. Come on, let's say, God alone. God alone. Nobody else but God. God alone, you reign alone. Hey,